Let me now welcome on board Gauri Kirloskar, MD at Kirloskar Oil Engines, and talk about how their business has been. Gauri, good to have you today on ET Now. Thank you so much for your time. In your previous quarter, you had said that demand revival should happen in a few quarters. Are you on track to achieve that? How's the environment looking to you right now?
Great. Thank you. Thank you, Aisha, for your question, and thank you for having me on the show. So yes, we have seen a year of pretty unpredictable demand, specifically on the power gen side, with the pre-buy that happened last year, and then a dipping down of demand. But we are seeing that pick up now, and we are seeing that market revival come back. And we will see that stabilize over the next couple of quarters, I think, is what will happen, because our demand is quite strong and our order board is also quite strong at the moment.
Just to clear the air here, would tariffs change your life in any which way if for the export business? I mean, everybody's trying to understand what's coming next there.
Sure. Thanks, Nikunj. That's a great question, I think, that everyone's grappling with. I think, we would look at it essentially from two angles. One is the demand side and one is the supply side. On the demand side, actually, we don't see much impact for our business because international, even though aspirationally we want to grow it a lot, today it constitutes quite a small part of our business, and US specifically is still a small part of our business. So we don't see much impact there because the domestic demand is quite strong. On the supply side, I think here we actually see a competitive advantage because most of our components, even though we have moved into electronic engines, most of our components are locally sourced. In fact, our import content is less than 10%. So at the moment, we don't see much impact from what's happening, but of course, we will continue to watch and see if we need to make any changes.
Now, I'll divide your business stream into two, B2B and B2C. Give us an update there because you are a strong B2B brand and a very strong B2C brand, but very different businesses, very different audience and very different target customers and very different business cycles also. Walk us through what's happening on B2B side and B2C side.
Sure. So on the B2B side, if you look at our results, right? So I think, and maybe I'll just talk first of all on a larger thing and then just go into both. We have actually achieved our highest ever quarterly numbers and our highest ever yearly numbers this year. And we had announced a 2x, 3y strategy 3 years ago to grow our business 2 times. And we've achieved 1.6 times on the top line, about 2.3 times on EBITDA, and about 2.6 times on cash. So we have grown our business profitably and also maintained a strong discipline on cash. When we look at the B2B side of the business, I think our biggest achievement has been that in the last 3 years, we've been able to develop a portfolio of products from 3 kVA all the way up to 10 megawatts. And that will actually allow us to focus on segments that are the fastest growing in the market, which is the high horsepower segment. In the power gen space, that is the fastest growing segment. And along with our new product range, as well as our OptiPrime range of gensets, we can now address the segment, which is the most significant part of the achievements on the power gen side. On the industrial side, we have made good inroads into customers that take a long time to get, such as defense, Navy, etc. We've just won the order from the Navy for the 6 megawatt main propulsion engine. And I think, the engagement that we have now, and also, given what's happening geopolitically, I think those sorts of engagements will play out over the medium to long term. We have also seen a great transition for us on the BS5 emission change, which was applicable on the construction OEMs. So that has gone well for us as well. On the B2C side, we had a plant consolidation that happened this year, which really affected our Q3 performance, but we've seen a strong revival in the fourth quarter. I would still say that from a market share point of view, though, we're pretty low. So demand fluctuations in the market don't really affect us at this point because we should just be growing steadily now that the business fundamentals are in place. And if I can just talk about exports, I think, on the B2C side, we've actually seen a very strong growth on the B2C export side, which has really helped the margins in that business. On the B2B side, currently our business is, I'd say, vulnerable to either customers or regions because the business is not very big. So if we have a one-time order or something affecting a certain region, we will see some bumpiness. But we really are working hard to get the business fundamentals in place. Since we are a technical product, it takes time to build the channel on the sales and the service side, and we have to get it right so that our brand and reputation is not affected, and that's what we're focused on.
Gauri, I wanted to talk about exactly what you just highlighted, your Indian Navy order, right, for that 6 megawatt marine diesel engine. The street, of course, especially with, the ongoing geopolitical tensions on the LOC, is very excited about this. Tell me more about this particular project, what the execution timeline is. Are there more such orders on the anvil?
Yeah, so currently the order is to develop a prototype for 6 megawatt marine main propulsion for Indian Navy ships. The timeline is 36 months. And what is very significant about this order for us is that the IP is going to be developed in India by us. Versus previously, we've actually made these kinds of engines in the past, but it was with a technology collaboration with a foreign company. So the big shift this time, obviously, is to develop it indigenously, which is very, very significant. And then, of course, manufacture it as well. So that is the prototype order. Now, if the prototype order is executed in the timelines and, of course, to the standards and quality that are expected, then there will be further orders for Indian Navy ships. So that's essentially what it is. But it's obviously a very, very significant order for the company, and we're very excited about it.
Okay, Gauri, so good having you on the show today. Thanks for your time today.
Thank you very much, Aisha and Nikunj. See you next time.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.